and welcome to another episode of Ginger Force Apocalypse, the podcast. I'm Rochelle.
I'm Muffin.
And it's another week in gaming. There's some actually quite interesting things going on. You know, some weeks I'm like, I had a hard time finding some interesting stories. You know, game news is slow this week, but there's a lot of lawsuits and I would even argue some controversy. So, I'm excited, but before we get into that, I want to hear what my good old Muffin Man has been getting into gaming-wise. After, we played some Destiny 2 together last week and it was a blast, but has there been any other gaming this week for you?
I don't remember.
You don't remember?
I'm gonna say no, just because I've been, way too exhausted.
Yeah, you got yourself
the past couple days.
A new store, a new work schedule. I bet it's been driving you up a wall.
The work and the schedule alone is kind of exhausting, yes.
Mm-hmm.
The people.
Oh boy.
I have never wanted to just... Sir, how is your day going? Oh, it's going good. Okay, well, I'm here to ruin it. You're fired. Please leave.
Wow.
I want to do that so much with pretty much everybody that I have remaining, but I can't do that.
Yeah.
Because if I do that, I'm stuck.
Fair enough.
Granted, I'm already kind of stuck because the regional manager, who was my boss, and his boss were at my store yesterday. And they were like, where do you see yourself? And I flat out looked at them and I went, back in Statesboro running the other store? Because you guys clearly don't like the store manager that's there now.
Yeah.
And they're like, well, what do you mean? I said, one, I'm driving an hour to work every morning now, even though I told you, to the regional manager, that I don't want to do that. Two, my car has been hit twice since I started out at this location. And three, I don't have people. Nobody here wants to do their job. Nobody that gets hired wants to show up for their job.
That's a shame.
And the entire area around here in Pooler is just shit.
Damn.
Nobody out here wants to help anybody.
Out here roasting
I call
your
for help
colleagues.
from another store. I get help from another store and they go, yeah, we'll send somebody over. When? 4 hours from now? 2 hours from now? How about never? Because that never happens.
Oh, man.
And he was like, well, no, we'll get some people out here. And I said, yes.
Yes.
So how many times do I need to hear that before you guys just shut this store down?
Yeah, I get that. I used to work at a, totally different industry, but I used to sell adult novelty out in Ohio, and I remember so many times I'm not going to say the nickname on live, or at least not recording, because I don't want anyone to have to censor it, but it had a very derogatory nickname, because it looked like somewhere bad things would happen, like drug deals went down, it was a shady looking place, and it was... the exterior, I saw the neon from the 70s and half of it didn't work. It just looked like a shady place. And our GM came in the one day to do a meeting with all of us and was like, guess what we're doing? We're doing a whole external overhaul. That neon, gone. That 70s paint job, gone. It's gonna look new and modern. And we're all really excited, freaking finally. Maybe then people will stop here for something other than, bad, naughty, no-no things. Actually buy the naughty things that we're selling. But no, that never happened, and last I checked, the store got shut down, so. GM, stop promising shit that ain't gonna happen. We know it's not gonna happen.
Exactly. I'm just tired. I'm so tired.
I believe you. Oh, what was it?
And if I had the actual help, or if I had the actual people, I don't think it would be that much of an issue.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting here, I'm just, hey, I need people here. None of my guys showed up. All right, I'll get you help in about an hour. I'll call you back.
Lovely.
Doesn't ever happen.
Of course not. Why would it?
Whaley, what are you doing? Whaley, my goodness.
I guess we do still post the podcast episodes. We are a little bit behind on the editing. There was some issues. The editor had some personal problems, but he's doing better now. So we're going to be getting caught up on the posting and everything. But they are still all live on OFTV. So last week, I got to go to a baby shower. It was actually supposed to be a baby shower and a gender reveal. But so my one friend, her gender reveal was held in a parking lot. I'll explain why in a minute. But it was held in the parking lot, and I drove around she gave me an address, and I drove around 3 different lots trying to find her, and I just couldn't find her, so I ended up going to the baby shower and then meeting up with the other friend after. But it was actually really cute. Anyways, it was really cute. She was calling it burnouts or bows because she comes from like a racetrack background kind of family. So they did a burnout in the parking lot, and the color of the smoke revealed the gender of the baby, and it was really cute. I got to see it later on Snapchat. It was pink. She's having a girl. And I don't know, you just reminded me with cats biting, just little... I have a weird train of thought, because cat teeth are kind of like razor blades, but like so are baby nails, so that's what I think of. And someone at the baby shower gifted the mama-to-be some, like, nail clippers they're little gloves that you can put on the hand so she doesn't, like, scratch her own face or anything. And I warned her, like, yeah, them baby nails are like razor blades. Because I remember years ago I was babysitting my niece, and she was just, like, a baby. She wasn't even a year old. Oh, no, she was just over a year old. She was, like, a year and a half. And I was, like, trying to, like, calm her down for bed. And she did not want to go to bed. So her response went, because she'd like try to lean off my chest, and I'd be like, no, you need to lay down. It's night time. It's actually probably way past your bedtime. You need to go to sleep. I'm trying to just be like, no. And she reaches up and takes her tiny little hand and just scratches right around my eye like this. And
you probably deserved it.
And I try to get the baby to bed.
Yeah, how dare you?
She was watching Star Wars. I know, we were watching The Mandalorian.
Somehow, Brittany.
Yep.
Still your fault.
I know. It always is.
Lily.
In terms of gaming, I haven't been doing a lot of gaming this week yet. Kind of last couple days got a little hectic. But last week I played, I tried playing some Helldivers, and it's just not as fun when you're playing by yourself. So I was like, this is fine, I'm getting better, I think, but there's no way I'm making any of these missions all on my lonesome. So I went back to GTA 5, got a little further in the story, trying to think about what happened, because... Well, I tricked out Trevor's Hickmobile so that it was pink and pretty, because I want all the main characters to have Britmobiles that are just pink and ridiculous. So they all have those now. I think Michael might end up having 2 of them, because the one he drives. How do you make a different vehicle your primary vehicle? Because if I figure out how to do that, then I'm just set. But
you don't, not for story.
Well, then I guess I'll just have to make him a Britmobile with his own vehicle. But the other car that I stole for him is parked at his house now, so. Let's see. What else did I play last week? Oh, Kingdom Hearts, of course. I played Kingdom Hearts. I am getting better. I don't know if I told you. I don't know if I brought up Kingdom Hearts last week. I probably did, but in case I didn't. I'm at the second phase of Traverse Town in Dream Drop Distance, which has been absolute hell. Because, as I'll reiterate for those of you who may be new to the podcast or don't play Kingdom Hearts, at the end of the second phase of Traverse Town, well, before we get into that, in Dream Drop Distance, it's called Dream Drop, in there because you literally drop and occasionally switch between Sora and Riku. So oftentimes you'll be playing the same boss, but with each different character, and you're going through their stories quasi-simultaneously. Excuse me.
Uh-huh.
And so when I got to the end of Traverse Town on both Sora and, well, on Riku, because I got to Riku's ending first, he basically got a get out of jail free card. He didn't have to fight a boss at the end. So while I was like, phew, I only have to fight this boss once, I did have that little, I do play video games, so it's not like it's going to be an easy boss for Sora. I'm like, okay, this is going to be an extra tough one. Better, gird my loins and all that. So from Sora's end, well, again, I'll reiterate, from Riku's end, he goes, you got this, Sora. I'll hold everyone up. I'll, hold everyone else up or whatever, the mini Dream Meters, which, again, there's no fight. It's literally just a cutscene of Riku going, Sora's got this. I'll take care of the rest, and then fade to black. You go into Sora's side of the story, and he doesn't get one tough boss. He gets 3 with multiple health bars. Has to fight 3 level bosses to get to the next stage of Disney Worlds. And
that's crazy.
Isn't it? That's what I thought. And I am doing better. I got to get good at this thing called blocking. Because there's a
Oh, I thought you were gonna say you were getting good.
I am getting good.
Guess not.
I am, actually, because I've gotten to the point the first time I tried it, I couldn't even get past the first monkey boss. He just rocked my shit. But I do have to give I gotta give the devs some credit, though, because and I say this lightly, I'm no expert by any means, but having somewhat of a martial arts background, I should have been better at that boss a lot sooner, because the way that boss's moves work is very boxing coded, very boxing related, to the point, he has extendo fist punches, where if you just stay close to him, they won't hit you.
That sounds kind of cheat, though.
But hear me out. Well, that's not his only move, obviously. He's got some close-up moves, too, which is where I had to get good at blocking. Just like in boxing, if you don't want to get your shit rocked, you keep your gloves up. That's just chin down, gloves up. That's just how that works. So how I figured out how to fight the monkey was to block him, because if I do a successful block, then I can do a reaction move, essentially, that does a fair bit of damage. So if I just stay close and block, and I'm not an idiot about it, I can now get past that first boss without it touching me. No, I don't have to use any potions, no curas, no. Well, I mean, I still use cura on my little Dream Eater things, but I could basically do the first boss without touching me as long as I don't mess up. So that's nice. Second boss is a bit more of a pain in the ass, but I have gotten him down to halfway through his last health bar, so I'm getting closer. And I still haven't touched the third guy, so I don't even know what his moveset is, and I'm scared. But it's gonna be okay. I will figure it out.
It really sounds like you just need to play, Elden Ring.
I probably do. I think I'd get really good at Kingdom Hearts if I could just play Elden Ring. I'm not even saying be good at Elden Ring, but just play it.
We could 100% go through even the smallest section of Elden Ring, and I'd be like, all right, Brittany, you're up. Fight him. I give you pointers, but
I appreciate it.
Dodge, dip, dive, dodge.
I know, that's one of my favorite. I get so irritated in the moment, but it's only because they're right. I'll have people, thanks for liking the live, Trini. I'll have people in my chat just be like, block better. Why did that hit you?
Yeah, block better. I mean, if you sit here and you're in a fight and you're just like, oh man, I wonder if he's gonna hit me. Pah! Oh man, I should have blocked that. Pah! Oh, well, there's number 2.
Notoriously, and I've been getting better since Kingdom Hearts 2. Not Alan. Oh, well, it's kind of also with Birth by Sleep, but basically since I played Kingdom Hearts 2, I have been getting better at blocking. Dream Drop Distance, I tend to cheese a bit more, so I've been kind of scooting around the learning curve that is blocking. But he's the giant monkey boss. He's called Haka Monkey. He's he doesn't let me do that. I have to block with him, which I like bosses that force you to learn a specific game mechanic. Because if you're not using all the game mechanics, are you even playing the game? how in Kingdom Hearts...
Sounds like a skill issue.
Exactly. Well, Kingdom Hearts 1, I basically cheesed my way through it. I barely used any magic or anything. I literally brute forced my way through Kingdom Hearts 1. And then Kingdom Hearts 2, it was like, okay, I guess I actually have to, learn how to use magic, and go figure, wow, I got better at the game. It was a lot more satisfying. And Birth by Sleep, I had to get reminded again by chat. Speaking of chat, Trini, thank you for the heart. I love you. Appreciate it. Go figure, when I was playing Birth by Sleep, I got consistently reminded to use Shot Lock, which is a move that has so far only showed up in Birth by Sleep. And I love it because it's literally like you lock on to, it can be multiple different targets, or you can focus it all on one if you're fighting a boss. And it just shoots like at the boss. And it does a lot of damage. It's really nice when it hits. So yeah. Learn your controls, and a note to future Brit and everyone else who likes to cheese video games, just learn to block. You'll live. It's okay.
Just be better.
Exactly, do better. Don't be afraid to learn. Don't be afraid to learn. I said it twice, but I was like, I don't have anything else to add. Just learn, motherfuckers. Additionally, I did play some Fortnite, and I was so proud. I was so proud of myself. I almost got 3 back-to-back-to-back victory royales. I was so happy. Except there's the second. Again, I was like victory royale, second place, and then victory royale. I was doing that good. I was so happy. Yes, follow Muffin Sincere. Don't be like, he's allowed to shameless self promo. He's my co-host. He's allowed to shameless self promo in my chat. But,
hey, it's just promo. It's not shameless.
it's shameless. You're in my chat. It's okay to be shameless.
Okay. That doesn't mean I have shame about it. What are you talking about?
That's what I'm saying. It's without shame, shameless. If it were with shame, it'd be shameful self-promo. Like, hey guys, could you follow my stream, please? I'd really appreciate it. Like, oh. But no, dead ass, I was so upset. So now in Fortnite they have turrets, which I kind of love because I don't know why. Again, I'm not going to pretend like I ever have or ever will or ever want to understand the logic that is Fortnite plot or lore. I don't really care all that much. I just like looty tooty point and shooty. But so they have John Wick in there, his dog, and a special turret gun. And I was so happy. I set up my turret. The other person, like, it was just me and one other person. We were both really well matched, both kind of casing each other, seeing what the other person was going to do. And I had the turret gun, and it was focusing him down. And I had to reload. So I was like, okay, do I reload and heal, or do I just reload and start shooting? And I should have just reloaded and kept shooting, because my health was low. I took a chance to heal myself, and I died. If I would have just kept shooting, I probably would have won. So, again, it's almost a week later, and I'm still upset at myself for that. Like,
it is what it is.
I know, but I'm still just like, that was almost 3 back-to-back wins. Like, I literally won, got second, and then won again. This is what happens when gamer girls are actually competitive, y'all. Yes, a little bit of shade to gamer girls who are like, oh!
See, Brittany, there's a massive difference between you and the most of the other gamer girls.
I'm not like other gamer girls. No, go on, what do you say?
It's big old honking.
Yes, yeah, those, okay? And I don't want to pay for the surgery, because if I ever got the money to get that surgery, I'd probably spend it on something else, like going to Japan. Because that is the equivalent, to me at least. Like,
you can go to Japan and get the same surgery for less than the cost that it would be in the United States.
Actually, what's funny...
And still be able to go back to the United States.
Oh yeah, apparently, so multiple people have been reporting lately, speaking of, like, costs in Japan versus costs in the US. It costs the same, if not slightly less, but with airline airfare and park tickets and hotels, for the amount that you spend for a week at Disney World, like in Florida, you could go to Tokyo Disney for the same cost. And again, including the flight to Japan and back, which airline tickets are like $2,000. So at least, intercontinental, I should say.
It's a lot of fucking money.
A lot of fucking money.
Larry's attempting to go to sleep on the Mortal Kombat game.
That's adorable. Well, now that we're here and I've ranted about Disney World and Kingdom Hearts and everything else, let's go to the news.
Let's go to the news. Oh, God.
I never have that up, and you know it. One day I will, but today is not that day.
Nor will it ever be that day.
Muffin has no faith.
Because Brittany's never prepared, never on time.
Time today, excuse you.
Never prepared, never on time.
Why must you hurt me in this way?
Hey, man, I'm just giving you, the reality check you so desperately need.
Oh, that's not fun. Hear me out. So, I wanted to... Well, I guess we could start with this one. That one's fine. The Twitch ad controversy, which I actually had not even heard of, but I'm seeing it, and...
I haven't either.
I get it. I immediately off the get, I get it. Twitch has shared an official statement addressing recent controversies over the length of the streaming platform's advertisements. The statement comes as some users have claimed that Twitch's ads are now running for as long as 4 minutes. Twitch's rise...
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's not...
Zach Busey tweeted, Twitch pre-roll ads may be now up to 90 seconds long instead of 30. Mid-roll ads may now stretch up to 4 minutes, even if the streamer sets them to 3 minutes. Oh, but Twitch...
So then what's the fucking point of me setting the time?
Well, allegedly, according to Twitch support, hey, this is inaccurate. We're still working to understand how or why our support team provided these durations, but we can confirm there are no changes to add additional ads or extend the ad pod beyond the creator settings for mid-roll or pre-roll ads. So, they basically just called their own support staff liars. Either that, more likely, I bet that they did say, yep, this is what we're going to do. This is what's going to happen. And then after the backlash, they're like, whoa, we don't know why they would say this. Retract. But, that's not what's going to happen. Don't even worry, guys. We fucked up. I think that's what happened here.
They done fucked up.
Because unless the support staff has some beef with the company itself, they would probably... Like, it happens in daily retail stuff all the time. What do they call... Like, the employees getting the flack for the employer's instructions. Like, oh, we're not honoring this coupon anymore. Customer gets mad, manager comes by. Oh yeah, no, we can honor this coupon. I don't know why my cashier wouldn't honor it for you, my very special customer. Boop, boop, boop. Put some special manager codes, get out of jail free.
I love when people try to do that at my job, because then I sit here and I go, no, I'm not doing that. Mm-hmm. I don't care what somebody else told you. They don't work at this building. It's not happening.
That's fantastic.
Here's your full price tire, though, by the way.
That's
un momento.
¿A dónde vas? Where is he going?
I'm just... I said, uno momento, Brittany.
I know, and I said, ¿a dónde vas? And you didn't answer.
Because I don't speak fucking Spanish.
So, you speak Spanish. What do you have?
I had to do a thing.
Oh, well.
And I apologize. This is the first time I've actually had had the moment to sit down at my desk all fucking week.
Oh, go for it. I still razz you. You know what it is. It's like you razz me for being late. I'll razz you for getting up.
My wife bought me a new bottle for Father's Day, right?
Aw, that's huge.
It's a 128 ounce bottle.
Jesus. You said
it is currently fully filled with sweet tea. It had...
That's a lot of sweet tea.
If you see right here, it had... I use my face as the background. It had a little loop.
Uh-huh.
I set it down in the car, took a sharp turn, and went into the door and shattered the little loop off. So I'm printing a new piece. And I had to make sure that my little test print, the measurements were correct.
Nice.
And they are.
Hooray!
Bear witness the autism, it works.
Hooray, autism! Is that midstream?
Anyways, continue.
Midstream ads have often been a hot button issue for both fans and creators on Twitch. The platform features multiple different types of advertisements that Twitch partners can run during their streams, with streamers able to set the desired durations and frequency of ads on their channel. Many fans have taken issue with the platform's use of pre-roll ads when first joining a stream, with the immediate ad breaks becoming a controversial feature on Twitch streams. The company has made frequent adjustments to its ads over the years, including some attempts to push less disruptive ads that would still allow fans to watch the stream while an ad plays. See, that's what bothers me about mid-roll ads, is the fact it literally just interrupts the stream. Why not just put it up like a pop-up window over the stream? Like, so that you can kind of see what's going on, you know?
Now, for you and me, right?
Yeah.
We don't necessarily have this issue. Because, I mean, I don't know how you have your ads set up. My pre-roll is set to strictly only like 30 seconds, right?
I think mine is too, but I'll have to double check. I don't know. My stream can tell me
if
I'm
you
wrong.
also have it to where in like streams while they're while we're watching, if you're not subscribing, you get anywhere between a 2 to a 3 minute ad.
Okay. I can fix that.
Right. But if we're fixing it, and the issue right now is Twitch is going, yeah, man, I don't know what the fuck you're talking about. That doesn't happen. Who's to say we're not going to get a fucking Spider-Man movie as an ad or something? For
real. So I thought it was funny, the one ad I got on YouTube, like, I think I was trying to watch a different music video. I'm pretty sure, if I remember correctly, it was like a My Chemical Romance music video or something. And my, YouTube does ads too. They'll do the pre-roll ads. And the ad that I got was literally the Grammy performance of Ariana Grande performing God is a Woman. Like, it wasn't highlights from it. It wasn't advertising the Grammys. It was just the full-length performance. And that was the ad. An almost 4-minute long musical number as an ad. Like, I wasn't mad about it. It was a good performance. I actually do like Ariana Grande. But, like, I was like, this isn't an ad. This is just a video before a video. Like, I'm refilling my ginger ale. I've been having tummy troubles this week, so I've been binge drinking ginger ale. And look!
Is it cold?
Enough. And it's 0.
You're supposed to be drinking lukewarm. Yeah, 0 sugar isn't going to help, Brittany. You need regular ginger ale. Because the sugar with the ginger mixture is what makes it help with tummy aches.
Well, it's been making me feel better.
No, you're just having a placebo.
I'm okay with that. I'd rather placebo effect work than it mess me up. You know what I mean? Rather the effect be neutral or positive than negative.
You could just be better and just drink sugar like a normal fucking human. I don't know.
I get my sugar plenty of other places. Like, I just went to a baby shower and had the most decadent fucking cake, and she had vanilla cupcakes with like a lemon filling. It was well good.
It's a shame that you would not have been able to taste my wife's birthday cake.
I know. Yeah. One day we'll come out and visit. One day it will happen.
No, you won't.
Yeah, we will.
No, you won't.
We've driven across the country for less.
Wow, so now I'm worthless. Ouch.
I'm fucking with. I know. Not a. I'm just kidding.
You hear that, chat? Brittany hates me.
No, it'd be a very special occasion. We'd probably stay for, we have to figure out.
Brittany fucking hates me.
Hoots. Next up on the docket, Sony just killed discs! Another great decision by Sony Corp. Oh, gotta love it. Oh, after all, it's not just us, okay? The whole bring back physical media is a movement in and of itself that so many people have been trying to bring back for the longest time. And of course now, today, this morning, on the day of our Lord, July 1st, which it's 1st of July already, that's bonkers to me. But anyways, Sony has announced physical disc production ends in January 2028 for new games releasing on PlayStation consoles. It's a shock announcement that followed Rockstar's decision to not sell a physical disc version of GTA 6, which is expected to dominate console game sales from this November onwards. The new policy will cover all games released on PlayStation consoles from all publishers after this cutoff date, which some analysts believe hints at when the PS6 will be released. Guess who won't be getting a PS6? Anyway.
Me!
No, I have all the PlayStations. I mean, I've got 1, 2, 3, multiples of 4 and 5. And I probably am not getting a 6 if they're not going to retract this. Like, what's the fucking point? Anyways, like, even my PS5, you can get a digital-only edition. I got the disc version so I could play my old PS4 games. Like, it's supposed to be backwards compatible. That was the whole thing of PS5. Now, PS6 is going, like...
Like, listen, man, I don't even know.
I don't even
fucking care.
Physical media? We don't know her.
They don't care.
They don't care. In response to shifting trends in consumer preference, new games will be released on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. Sid Schumann, Senior Director of Sony Interactive Entertainment Content Communications, said in a post on the PlayStation blog. As consumer preferences and the broader entertainment industry continues to shift away from physical discs to digital, physical game disc production for all new games releasing on PlayStation consoles will be discontinued starting January of 2028. Following this date, new games will be available on PlayStation Store and at retailers in digital formats only. This transition has no impact on games that are already released, will be releasing prior to January 2028 in disc format. This is a natural direction for Sony Interactive Entertainment to adapt to consumer trends as the general preference for digital media significantly outpaces physical discs. This transition will enable us to align more closely with how most of our community prefers to access and play games today. We will continue to prioritize our resources to drive innovation in how players can access games and provide choices as to where players prefer to purchase new games, whether it's at retailers or PlayStation Store. We remain committed to delivering a world-class gaming experience to our fans, and we thank you for your continued support. You're not getting support after this, like...
None whatsoever.
None, not from me. Again, like, since we started this podcast, one of our earlier episodes, or earliest, like the first few months of us doing this podcast together, we literally did the game. It might have even been one of our first episodes. We basically rehashed the console wars, where I was staunchly on the side of PlayStation and Sony, Muffin on staunchly on the side of Xbox and Microsoft. And god dang it, I would rather get a new Xbox than get the PS6 at this point. Like,
good girl.
Why, Sony? Why? You've only, over the years, disappointed not just me, but, your hordes of loyal fans that have been on your side since the PS1. Like, it's just ridiculous. And I'll still play my old consoles. Like, I still like the older PlayStations, but I'm not, especially because it's probably going to be upwards of $800. Let's be real here. I'm not getting a new console. Like, especially, what's the point of having the physical console if I can just buy it on PC? Like, what's the point? If it's all digital, what's the point of even releasing a new console? Just get a friggin' Steam machine at that point. Like, that's expensive too, but at least, there's a wider selection of games. Anyways. Console gaming is the last holdout for physical media in the gaming sector, but physical product has been declining in importance, he added. Back in 2013, when the PS4 launched, Ampere data shows that only 13% of full games unit sales for Sony consoles were digital, including digital-only games. Let's fast forward to 2025, and the digital share of full game purchases stood at almost 80% of the total. Inevitably, there will be concerns from PlayStation gamers and various aspects of this announcement, including choice, assessing older physical games on new consoles, the ability to collect physical games, and game preservation. However, the purchasing trends of gamers are clear. Okay, because they don't care about gamers anymore. They haven't for a while. They care about the bottom line. And it used to be for the love of the game. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
EA Sports, it's in the game. Like... Oh, and not only that, but this comes after Sony notifying PlayStation users that it would soon delete more than 550 digital movies from their PlayStation Network accounts due to a licensing agreement with Studio Canal, sparking another backlash. Gee, I wonder why. Is it because buying isn't owning? There's no sign of refunds or alternatives for those who purchased any of the movies on the list. Like, sure, you can set a flimsy argument that, well, you know, with your PlayStation Plus subscription, you're really just paying for the servers to, you know, uphold your media, you know, whatever. It's a service, not a product. But if you spent money on a movie, that should be your movie to own and watch later, like with VHS tapes and DVDs. But because it's digital, of course it's not. The Doesn't Play social media account, which advocates for physical media, accused Sony of killing ownership. You are killing legal preservation, it continued. You are killing discoverability, you are killing publishers, you are killing developers. This is a move that might slightly improve bottom lines, but tear down every other aspect of this medium. Well done, you effed up. Rockstar has come under fire for its decision not to release GTA 6 on disc, although in the context of today's announcement from Sony, perhaps it shouldn't come as a surprise. Rockstar is instead releasing a physical version that's just a download code in a box. So, if you want to play GTA 6, you'll need to download the game. From January 2028, all PlayStation games will be the same. Oh, allegedly, there has been some updates since then that this article doesn't mention. I have read other places that Rockstar does want to release physical copies, but months after the initial release. So unless you want to buy the game twice or wait for the physical release to, you know, come out before you play it, it's just a weird decision to me. And even, actually, I do like that it mentions here some retailers are outright refusing to sell GTA 6 because the physical version lacks a disc. And I think that's a good stance to take. Like, honest, if you're going to be a brick and mortar store selling physical items, there should be physical items in there to sell. Like, even GameStop becoming like Funko Central in the last decade is better than just selling only video games that are download codes in a box. You know what I mean? Especially if that download code doesn't work or get stolen. Like, say someone like that used to be a thing even at rental stores. Back in my day, Family Video and Blockbuster and all that, the discs never used to be in the boxes. Like, when you peruse the shelves, the discs were never in the boxes because it'd be too easy to, like, you know, pull the disc out, shove it in your pocket, take it home. So you'd have to, you know, physically bring the case up to the desk, they'd put the disc in, check you out, send you on your way. They would actually have to do that with the freaking download codes, because otherwise you're gonna buy this game, go home, and be like, oh, my download code's not working. Now I have to pull out my receipt, contact Xbox, Sony, Rockstar, etc. support, get a new download code, wait a week for them to respond, and it's just such a pain, in addition to it just not being you even owning the game. Because what happens in 10 years, you know, oh, the GTA 6 servers have been shut down because of, you know, low player rate or whatever, which, again, probably not going to happen. But, you know, who knows? GTA 6 could be a huge disappointment and they all go back to GTA 5. It's not unfeasible to think that is a possibility. Or it could be like Again, I will never stop ragging on this. It could be like my personal experience with Doom the Dark Ages, where no matter what platform I try to play it on, I can't fucking run the game. Which, to be fair, I haven't tried it on PlayStation yet, because I haven't had the space for it, but maybe I will. Maybe I will.
You won't.
I will. I've tried other games.
I can tell you that much.
Did I or did I not play through Halo with you? And Destiny? And all these other games you said I wouldn't play?
You have, but yet here we are. Still waiting on you to finish a bunch of other games.
Like what?
So you can continue, the mass amounts of games you still have yet to touch.
So remember Johnny Somali? That dude who went over to Korea and acted up because he thought it'd be funny and given a lot of Twitch viewers. So he's lost his appeal. So controversial Twitch streamer Johnny Somali has lost his appeal against a 6-month prison sentence with hard labor. Oof. In South Korea, confirming he will be required to serve the full term. The Twitch and YouTube streamer found himself in hot water after creating numerous disturbances and breaking South Korean law. Many of those who follow the streaming industry are likely familiar with Johnny Somali, the former streamer known during his streaming career for creating nuisance content, going into public spaces and performing inappropriate dances, taunting locals, disrupting local businesses. Somali has gotten himself in trouble in several countries, even being convicted in South Korea on multiple accounts of special act of sexual violence and obstruction of business.
Sexual violence is crazy.
I know, right? And I thought the worst thing he did was dine and dash. Fuck this guy. Anyway, now Johnny Somali's attempts to appeal his conviction and prison sentence have proven unsuccessful. You can't do the things that he did on stream and go, it was for the Vine! It was for the content! You know what I mean? No, anyways. So, according to Twitter, the 6-month sentence for Ramzi Khalid Ismail, aka Johnny Somali, was upheld in Seoul, South Korea by 3 judges appellate court, consisting of 2 male judges and 1 female judge. His 6-month sentence was neither lengthened nor shortened, rejecting both the prosecution and the defense's respective arguments for aggravation or leniency. Ramzi may appeal to the Korean Supreme Court. He can try. I don't think... He literally filmed himself doing all this stuff and put it on a live stream. He not only has physical evidence of the crimes, but thousands, if not hundreds of thousands, if not millions of witnesses. How do you appeal that,
You don't. At that point, you're just kind of stuck.
Exactly. I actually just did a whole speech on, what's it called? Well, I've done the speech I did on, I did one on Selena, and I guess if Selena's last words, okay, there's a lot of stuff that led up to Yolanda Saldivar's conviction I won't get into because it's not that kind of history lesson. I'm thinking of putting it up on my Twitter though, because I'm very proud of it, so let me go vote on the poll now and see if you want to see that, or if I should just forget about it. But again, she also had her fingerprints were on the gun. Before she died, Selena outed her as the assailant, and there was a 9-hour standoff with police where she admitted it. Yeah, and I wonder, and she, 30 years later, has not shown any remorse for the act. I wonder why her court, no, she was eligible for parole, that's what it was. She was eligible for parole and it was denied. I wonder why. Actually, allegedly it was because she was, what's it called? Allegedly, it was because she's still a danger to society. I think it's because society's a danger to her. I think it was for her own safety, but anyways. So, Law YouTube Legal Mindset shared more details about the final sentence for Johnny Somali. Anyways, I brought that other case up just to be like, how is she going to appeal that? How is she going to say she was guilty? Actually,
she's not. Or
not guilty. Again, they're both guilty is my point, and neither of them have any grounds or evidence to believe that either of their sentence should be more lenient, which him getting 6 months with hard labor actually sounds pretty fair to me, because was he being a nuisance? Yes. Was he being annoying? Yes. Apparently he was being sexually violent, which is very not okay. The severity of which I assume would be something like, a lot. The sentence would probably be a lot longer for really bad. But still, it wasn't good. So I think it's a fair sentence. And the fact he's probably just trying to appeal it so he can get out and do the same stupid shit. I think after his sentence, he should just be extradited back to the US. I think he should be grounded in the United States after this. I don't think he should be allowed to travel outside the US again, because the US is his home country. It says here, Johnny Somali's prison sentence follows years of controversial real-world content from the American-born streamer. Somali has previously gotten into trouble in multiple countries worldwide for his on-stream antics, including several run-ins with Japanese, Israeli, and South Korean authorities. The streamer made racially charged taunts on numerous occasions, including derogatory remarks about the bombings of Hiroshima and Nagasaki in Japan, and playing North Korean propaganda on a South Korean subway train. Really?
Buddy, you can't do that.
Why would you do that?
You can't do that. I guarantee he did the whole... they didn't get it the first time, so I had to drop it on him twice.
Probably. Anyway, the court's decision to uphold the prison sentence could bring an end to a legal saga that has lasted over a year. Johnny Somali was officially indicted in South Korean court in November 2024 after an incident in a convenience store, with the streamer being barred from leaving the country during the proceedings. Good. He's a flight risk. Ground his ass. The streamer was first brought to trial in March of 25, followed by 2 more trials that would see Johnny Somali found guilty and begin his prison sentence in April of this year. That'd be in 2026. The Johnny Somali saga continues to evolve with each passing month as one of the most prominent controversies in the streaming industry. Well, yeah, because we as streamers, we're trying to be exciting and get attention and make cool content, but you can't do it at the expense of other people's privacy and safety. I can't just get my cell phone or a little travel cam and break into my neighbor's home and be like, hey, for content, look at all his shit in here, whoa! That's obnoxious, stupid, and illegal.
Sometimes, Brittany, people are just stupid.
I agree, and
we can't do anything about it.
No, but the South Korean government can, and they did, so kudos.
The fact that he got the South Korean government involved into anything is beyond, that's just, you don't do that. That is beyond stupid.
It is stupid. And again, I don't know what the legal grounds would be, but if I were in any sort of power in the United States government, because I'm willing to bet they're going to extradite his ass after this prison sentence. Cool, you served your sentence, now get out of our country. I don't know what the legal standing would be, but I do think he should actually just be, oh, hey, Aria, sorry, I just saw this. I've been, ranting and raving. But if there's any legal grounds to, I would just ground his ass. You cannot even leave the continental United States. You can't even go to Canada. You can't go to Mexico. You can't go to Cuba. You are
I can't even look at his picture without laughing at him. He looks so stupid.
He does look stupid. But no, dead ass. Ground his ass to the continental United States. Don't even let him go to Hawaii or Alaska. If he has to get on a plane or cross a border to get somewhere that's not an intercontinental border, I'd say
but he
no.
is cooked.
Yeah. Yeah, that's my opinion.
He is dunzo. Finite.
Dunzo finite. DraftKings is being sued by a man who lost his savings on the app. That's not nice or good or fun. So that's the thing.
This man's losing his savings is 100% on him. I'm just saying that now.
Yeah. So I don't know, Muffin, what's your background in gambling or casinos? Because mine is very short and brief and inconsequential.
I don't have one.
You've never been to a casino?
No.
Fair enough.
Never had the need to. The closest thing that I have to a casino is when I was in high school. I used the same program that they used to build the Rivers Casino.
Mm-hmm.
That is it.
Oh.
That is the only remote, like, connection I have to a casino. I know it's nothing fancy, but like,
hey, it's something. I mean, mine's nothing fancy either. I went to a casino once for my friend's, well, friend of a friend. He was on an amateur MMA bout at a casino in Ohio, and and so we got there early. We all decided to pal around, the slot machines and all that. And I decided for funsies, I'm gonna play it. I don't remember if I lost or won, but I either lost or won $10. And I was like, well, that's nice. I'm gonna stop now because I don't trust myself like this. I don't have good luck when I can't even win a raffle on a good day. How am I gonna win it big at a casino? So
let me stop while I'm ahead.
Exactly.
Meanwhile, you're afoot.
Yep. Let me stop while I'm ahead or behind. I don't know, and I don't care if I'm winning or losing. I played it once. I don't need to play it anymore. So I'm curious as to what happened with this guy, because allegedly, a man is suing the online betting website DraftKings after losing both of his wedding savings and his job as a result of using the site. The lawsuit claims DraftKings did not provide adequate protection despite growing signs of gambling addiction and allowed his addiction to escalate. Online gambling has become more prominent than ever in recent years with the rise of both gambling-focused websites and betting apps. Yeah, they get advertised even to me all the time. Anyways, 32-year-old Chicago resident Dane Miller has officially filed a federal court lawsuit against DraftKings over his lost savings. In the suit, Miller alleges that DraftKings actively ignored his growing signs of gambling addiction connected to the platform and even encouraged his habits. Dane Miller attests that DraftKings gave him VIP status on the platform while he was struggling with his addiction, significantly boosting his playtime and leading him to losing his wedding savings and taking out credit card advances and loans. If you're taking out loans to gamble, maybe it's not the app's fault. You know what I mean? Like, maybe if you shut down the phone and instead of going, wow, I just about took out a $6,000 loan to bet on online blackjack, maybe I should go seek help. You're like, oh, this is a great idea. I'm going to win big. Like, you do have to put down the phone at some point, right? You know?
Mm-hmm.
Like, Dane Miller tested DraftKings game. Okay, the VIP status I already went over. Miller claims to have lost more than $2 million from gambling on DraftKings, similar to stories of streamers like XQC losing big on online gambling sites. The DraftKings lawsuit makes several claims about how the platform fails to implement proper safeguards for users struggling with gambling addiction. The legal complaint alleges that the website preys on users' more emotional vulnerability and keeps them playing by using personalized algorithms that encourage the user to chase their losses. Miller shares a story within the complaint about his personal experience with the platform, claiming that DraftKings caused a relapse by offering a free $200 credit shortly after he's discharged from a hospital stay related to his addiction. Miller's lawsuit joins a broader push as platforms like YouTube tighten their policies surrounding gambling. And this is where I want to reiterate, if you are this bad with gambling, you have just been discharged from the hospital, would your first move, at least recommended by any medical or psychological professional that I can think of, would you not be recommended to hand your phone over to someone else, go, disable my account, uninstall the app, I can't trust myself with this, do not give me access to it? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, that's what even, it could be embarrassing, but even like alcoholics, if they cannot handle themselves around alcohol, they don't go to bars. If they do go to a party where friends happen to be drinking, they get like babysat by one of their friends. Like, you take measures until you can be responsible enough to handle yourself. So that's kind of my soapbox on that. But let's see what else this thing has to say. Dane Miller's lawsuit is part of a growing trend of rallying against online gambling. Streaming platform Twitch instituted bans on several websites that offer online gambling, specifically citing games like slots, roulette, and dice games. Competitor streaming site Kick has bucked the trend with its support of online gambling platforms, backed by the previously mentioned stake. Many countries have even placed restrictions on different games where gambling isn't the main focus, including the banning of GTA 5's Diamond Casino in 50 different regions. Interesting. The crackdown on gambling has also seen many countries take more aggressive stances against gambling mechanics in video games. Loot boxes have been among the biggest focuses of many governing bodies, such as the state of New York filing a lawsuit against Valve for the platform's use of loot boxes. European Ratings Board PEGI even addressed loot boxes with its implementation of several new ratings, including one that defines paid random items in video games. The growth of online gambling and the recent pushback against the practice will likely continue to be debated in online spaces for years to come. Again, and that's the thing is, like, I get gambling addiction's a problem, so is alcohol and drug addiction. There are programs for these things. I guess.
And you can't blame it on somebody that made a game. That's stupid.
Yeah, I don't see if anything happens in his favor, it'll be some kind of settlement. Something where DraftKings just goes, "Our bad, here's a little bit."
Sure, bud.
Yeah, I exactly. It wouldn't even be an "our bad." It'd be a "sure, bud, here's a chunk of your money back." Hope that fixes things a little bit, maybe. Again,
sure, Jan.
Sure, Jan.
I see that you're upset.
Yeah.
How about a quarter pounder with cheese and a have a fun day, you know?
Yeah, you know what? Just for you, we'll throw in a large fry. You enjoy that. So,
I don't want a large fry. I want my son back.
What? Now I want fries. I've been really on like a salt kick this week, and I don't know why. But
damn, if only it was sugar.
If only it was. I know, right? Me and my little granola bar. But no, you can't blame Heineken for your, beer addiction anymore. You can blame DraftKings for your gambling addiction. It's one of those things you have to acknowledge. You have an addictive personality, and if you can see yourself going in too deep, you have to have some kind of personal responsibility to go all, not go all in, actually, to walk away. Just walk away. But if you don't, you need to ask for this thing called help. See, if you have friends, you're like, hey, should I be on this DraftKings thing? No. Uninstall it or I'll uninstall it for you.
Exactly.
Because that is, even the stuff with, we've talked about, video game addiction lawsuits. Even that, there's got to be some, for the younger set, it is the game's or the app's job to get your attention and keep it there forever. And it's a lot more, it's a lot more insidious now, I will admit. It is way more insidious, because that's always been the plot of, TV stations, cable companies, radio stations, is to be like, yep, 97.7 FM, that's my radio station, that's the only one I listen to. So you gotta, put out incentives to put out good content, get big name stars and all that. With something like DraftKings, it's keep playing our game. You might win big. You don't know. We don't even know. Just try it. And if that's not something you can responsibly handle, then you just can't do it. Again, everything on the cell phones and everything, it's so much more personal now, so it is more insidious, because you can, using AI and other algorithms, tailor these games and these ads specifically to certain people just based on IP addresses, search histories, Big Brother watching you, what have you. It's a lot worse now, so mental fortitude is, the best skill you can have in this day and age, and I wish I was joking. Anyways, getting down off my soapbox, what's next? Oh boy, yeah, the new normal. Lenovo warns high RAM prices are here to stay. That's fun. On June 25th, Microsoft announced another Xbox Series XS price increase, its third since May of last year. Following the latest adjustment, the entry-level Series S will cost $499.99, or as much as its Series X counterpart did at launch in 2020. Microsoft is not alone in raising consumer electronics prices, as Sony has also marked up the PS5 twice since launch. While Nintendo plans to raise Switch 2 prices in the US, Canada, and Europe this coming September. Rising component costs, particularly for memory and storage, have been cited as a key factor behind the broader wave of price hikes all over consumer electronics and other hardware. Are we just trying to kill the console? Is that what's happening here? Because people can't afford these things.
Nobody cares about the consumer anymore, Brittany.
I know.
You should know that by now.
I do know that. And it's a problem. Alright. As reported by German outlet Computer Base, Lenovo told attendees at Hamburg-based ISC 2026 that DRAM and NAND prices will likely never return to the levels seen around mid-2025, even after the major new manufacturing capacity begins coming online in 2028. A company official reportedly used never as an exaggeration during the presentation, a remark that drew laughter from the audience. Nonetheless, the broader forecast was clear. The worst of ongoing global RAM shortage may be over by 2030. But the market may settle to a higher pricing baseline from that point onward. Yeah, just wait till your kid's in like kindergarten, and then you can have still way too high RAM prices.
In the kindergarten.
In the kindergarten.
Crazy.
The current situation has been... Sorry, should I talk like a... What's it called? One of them, a newscaster where I say everything very concise and, not say things like, Much of the demand pressure appears to stem from a hyperscaler data center expansion fueled by heavy capital spending on AI infrastructure. There it is. Of course. Anyways, because major cloud and AI companies can place large orders years in advance, they consistently receive priority over other buyers. Makes sense. That gives memory suppliers more pricing power as long as demand continues to exceed supply, as remains the case while AI infrastructure spending accelerates. According to Lenovo, Microsoft, and several other major players in the industry, DRAM demand is likely to continue pressuring global supply until around 2030. So yeah, everything's getting more expensive. RAM is not getting cheaper. Get fucked, gamers. That's what I'm getting from this. That's
all it is.
That's all it is.
Is get fucked.
Yeah. Alright, what's next? Let's see. We only have a few left in this little section. Oh, okay, this isn't surprising either. The GTA 6 devs accuse Rockstar Games of crunch, claims report. It's called, they've been, dragging ass on this game, and now that they have an official release date, they can't push back anymore. Shit's gotta be done and ready. GTA 6 developers... anyways, the first line just kind of repeats the headline with more words. The allegations also revive a conversation that is... Oh, wait, hang on. Sorry, I will backtrack. I'll stop being cynical. I'm a newscaster. According to a new report, members of the Rockstar Games Workers Union have accused the GTA 6 studio of ongoing issues involving crunch, inconsistent bonuses, and pay transparency issues, namely gender pay discrepancies. But how we finally have a woman protagonist in GTA 6! Anyways, the allegations also revive a conversation that has followed Rockstar Games for years. In the months leading up to the release of Red Dead Redemption, a known industry reporter, Jason Schreier, then Kotaku, now Bloomberg, published several investigations into Rockstar Games' crunch culture, where developers were forced to work long hours. In 2020, it was reported that Rockstar Games was working on these crunch issues and would release GTA 6 in smaller parts to ensure a stronger work environment. 6 years later, that no longer seems to be the case.
Oh no.
Oh no? You sound not sympathetic.
Oh no.
You sound not sympathetic at all.
Sounds like a whole lot of hoopla, to be honest.
According to Game Developer Report, 3 employees allege that Rockstar Games attempts to normalize crunch by baking into it the contracts of UK workers. They also state that there are teams within Rockstar Games that never have to crunch, but some departments working on GTA 6 or other projects seem to never get out of it. There's a bonus system in place, but not only does that not warrant issues within a workplace, but said bonus systems lack transparency and significantly affect annual pay. Oftentimes, undercutting what employees are supposed to make for the performance or for the year. As a result, employees allegedly struggle to predict the total compensation, with some describing bonuses as a tool that can be used to pressure or influence staff rather than simply reward performance. Sources also allege that gender pay gaps within the company have widened over time. One employee claimed that Rockstar's contracts include an opt-out of working time regulations, allowing employees to work substantially more overtime than they otherwise could. According to the source, crunch is still common despite Rockstar's previous promise to improve working conditions and despite years of public scrutiny. No comparison is made between the crunch enforced on Red Dead Redemption 2 and GTA 6, but it's worth noting that game development has only gotten harder and longer in the years since Red Dead 2's release. At the same time, employees said unionization efforts for Rockstar game devs have already begun producing results. According to one source, represented studios have seen significant wage increases since last October, along with changes to several long-standing workplace policies. Rockstar Games is set to meet with the new union soon, in the spirit of open and constructive dialogue. Take-Two Interactive did issue a statement on these claims, also available in the Game Developer Report. But whether or not the companies live up to their word will no doubt be a talking point ahead of GTA 6's release date and possibly after. In Take-Two's own words, "We strive to make the best games possible by giving our talented teams world-class work environments and ongoing career opportunities. We have fostered a culture which is focused on teamwork, excellence, and kindness, where we support and reward the team across all levels of the business through competitive compensation and benefits policies. We are proud that, as a result, our employee retention is well above the industry standard. We have received a request from a union seeking to discuss voluntary recognition. We value an open and constructive dialogue with all stakeholders and will arrange to meet." And I think the last thing I have, we may have already brushed over, but I'm wondering if it has any more details. This is regarding the, Oh, never mind. I was wrong. So it's actually a correction I'll add in. There's no GTA 6 physical disc at launch, and not months after. A report from The Hollywood Reporters poured cold water on the idea of a GTA 6 physical disc release. The report states that this has been misinterpreted by a hopeful internet, as per a THR source close to the matter. It also reaffirms the idea that there are no plans to print discs for the game. Not at launch, and not months after. So, I guess I was just part of that hopeful internet. GTA 6 is not getting a disc release, so get fucked, gamers, I guess?
God forbid, man.
Like, no lube, no crap, just going right in there.
Oh, yeah.
God dang it. I'm appalled. I really hope we all just go back to retro gaming, and even if retro gaming, even if you count retro as something as soon as, like... Actually, wait, it's not even going back to retro gaming, it's just the idea that, like... Because Steam gaming doesn't come under these kinds of controversies, and that's because Steam gaming is and always has been a digital platform. I think the biggest controversy Steam's come under is the fact that they're going to charge $1,000 for the Steam machine, which... Again, that's kind of a lot for a console, but if it's basically just going to be another computer set for gaming, that might be one of the cheapest PCs you'll buy. Like, if you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So, it's... Now, if it only plays the Steam games and isn't, like, a personal computer, that I could see where you don't want to pay $1,000 for that. But if it's kind of both, then... But again, I haven't really looked into the Steam machine. Maybe that's something we'll have to talk about sometime. But, as always, we want to know your thoughts on what you think about anything we've talked about, the GTA 6 release, PlayStation and Rockstar just deciding screw physical releases, apparently. And, again, anything else any sidetracks, sidebars, whatever, let us know on all our socials, linktree/GFA Entertainments. And we also have a store there. We can do, you can get your hoodies, your necklaces, stickers, stick them everywhere. And... if you like the stream, be sure to follow my stream, my socials, because I do host the GFAP streams right now. And I do play video games pretty consistently on here. Me and Muffin co-op every Wednesday now. So be sure to follow all my socials at BritishShell.com or BritishShell.card.co. And hey, if you dig deep enough, you'll probably find some other stuff you like too.
And then you can find me at Linktree/MuffinSincere. Slightly cooler, in all different types of ways.
If you want real gaming, go to Muffin. If you want crash outs,
Yeah.
come to me.
Yeah, what Brittany said.
And as always, thank you so much for watching and or listening to another episode of Ginger Force Apocalypse, the podcast. And keep fapping, folks.